Hello. Most of the students come to me for various questions and answers with respect to civil services examination. Generally, in 90% of the cases, the questions are same. They come with lot of doubts and confusion. And every day, at all the times, I used to answer for all these questions. Now I want to clarify most of the doubts which generally the beginners ask before starting UPSC Civil Prelims examination and before entering into the race of UPSC. The first question which they generally ask is where to start, how to start, what is the strategy for civil services examination. Basically, the preparation for civil services will start from reading newspapers. You have to start understanding the system, the society, the political system, the social issues, the economic priorities of the country, and the international relations, the basic things. See, civil services preparation is not something where you have to do big research, all the things. You should start your preparation from basic level, purely basic level. For example, if you see women issues, what is women empowerment? What is Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao? For example, if you are reading education, studying about education, what is Pade Bharat, Bade Bharat? What is RTI Act? What is 86th Constitutional Amendment Act? In the same way, when you are reading about employment, what is MG Narega? How much employment that was generated in MG Narega? For example, when you are reading about Modi, international relations, what is BRICS? What is India-America relations? Right now, India-Israel relations are under the height. What made Modi to revisit Indian foreign policy with respect to India-Israel relations? In the same way, the entire social system, the economic system, if you try to understand as a normal citizen of India, it is enough. First, the beginning is, don't get confused. Any concept, if you take, try to understand the basic core of it. Clarity is more important than the more and more content you read. What you need is, even if you read less content, read with clarity. That's the first thing I want to advise to all my students who go for civil services examination. And the second important thing is, what is the strategy? See, there are 1,000 people every year who win the exam, who will be successful in the exam. 1,000 people will have 1,000 different strategies. There's nothing like single strategy. But the thing is, don't lose focus in the exam. How to gain that focus? See the old question papers. Complete all 20 years UPSC preliminary question papers and last 10 years mains question papers. You just try to understand what type of questions they are asking in the exam. So start with that. Start your preparation by seeing the old question papers. Your strategy should be based on old question papers. And as you all know, how can you read this subject, that particular subject? There is no shortcut of understanding a subject. The only shortcut is understanding the subject. I can tell here one thing. For all the students, all the subjects might not be equally good. One is good at some subject like polity. The other is good at history. The third person might be good at geography. So the thing is, you should know what is what. First, start your preparation with basic NCERT books. NCERT old textbooks and some of the new textbooks will give you very good insight into civil services examination, because I don't think they ask anything extra from basics in the basic level. So first thing is, you should go for basic preparation. And the second thing is, who is fit for the civil services examination? Everybody who is willing to work for the people and do service for the people is fit for writing the civil services examination. And don't think that those who are gold medalists or IITians or those who passed out from IIM or those who are intellectuals are for this exam. No. This exam is for average academicians. It's not that you need to excel in all the subjects. So sheer hard work and technique with hard work will make you successful in the examination. And don't try to gain all the knowledge. Don't fear by seeing the textbooks and syllabus. You need not master everything, and even the first ranker will not master everything. Even the first ranker will know only limited subject. Don't think that the person who gets the first rank is number one in the world. He knows everything in the world. So if it is easy to say that I have done so much of work throughout 2 years, 3 years. Every person needs a break because all are humans. So you can read consistently, you can read for 10 hours a day or 12 hours a day. And rest of the time you have to motivate yourself. Most of the times you lose motivation in civil services preparation. One day you think that I can crack the exam. The immediate next day you will feel depressed. The only thing is how to manage yourself, how to manage your emotions, particularly the negative emotions which you have in you. You have to get away from that. Each and every time you get a doubt, can I get it? Will I get it? So first think that civil services preparation is making you a better person. Enjoy the journey of preparation. Don't think about the destination. Anyhow, you have to aim at the results. But at the same time, while preparing, you are learning many new concepts, new ideas. In fact, if you pass the exam, our preparation will stop. So better to continue the preparation with clarity, understanding all the subjects and trying to write a very good notes. The writing practice is very important for prelims and mains. Particularly for mains, what you have to do is you have to continuously take a topic and make a writing practice. How does this writing practice should start? Who will correct my answers? Initially, don't show your answers to anyone. First, take for example, open today's newspaper. Say there is a arrest of Dera chief. There's a arrest of Dera chief. You just write an article on that. What are the rape laws in India? How they are being taken out? All these things. You correct yourself after 2 days. Initial 1 or 2 months, don't make anyone to correct your answers. And most importantly, in Hindu newspaper, read the letters to the editor. Not only in Hindu, in all the newspapers, read letters to the editor. That letter to the editor gives a wide perspective and don't carry biased views. If you start slowly writing sentences, sometimes you should understand proper sentences and write. If you start doing that, you can be a better content writer at that time. So the skill of handwriting is very important. Your handwriting need not be very beautiful, but it should be legible. People should understand it. The person who reads your answer should understand it. So, when to start the preparation? Anyone, anytime can start the preparation. Better to start while doing graduation or immediately after the graduation. But don't start it 8th class, 9th class, 10th class. So you start while doing your second year, third year of graduation or at the end of the graduation. But once you choose that civil services is your career option, be honest towards it. See, most of the students revolve around preparation but never enter into the actual preparation. They think that which coaching center is good, which study material is good, what option to be chosen. These are all immaterial. The most important thing is, do you have faith in yourself? Can you do justice? Do you have faith in yourself? Can you do justice to your preparation? Can you actually sit for hours and read? Exam actually needs a lot of perseverance. You need to sit for little more hours and while doing that, enjoy your preparation. That is the most important thing. The second doubt is how to make a plan in the study of civil service exam. How to prepare for the exam. The thing here is integrated approach. For prelims, mains and interview, you need to have a topmost integrated approach. That is, if you take a concept, what type of prelims questions might come, what type of mains questions might come, what type of interview questions might come. And civil services is not just an exam, it's a way of life. You need to develop your personality with this preparation. So you need to integrate your preparation with your lifestyle. That is very important. And you need to have consistent 1 or 2 years of study. Sometimes most of the students may not get through in first attempt. You should have patience to wait up to second attempt or third attempt. Because after all, UPSC civil services exam is a competitive exam. Sometimes some factors will work out. So you need to have a patience to wait for 1 or 2 years to pass the exam. And don't take it like a long-term goal, like 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. You just make sure that whatever you want to do, you do it in 2-3 years. That is the best way of doing that. And you will get a regular question, whether I can do it. There is only a single answer for this. If somebody else in the world can do it, you can also definitely do it. If somebody else in the world can do it, you can also definitely do it. 1,000 people every year are getting selected. 1,000 odd people are every year is getting selected. So if 1,000 people in India are getting selected, why not you? Think this question. And don't be in the company of demotivated friends. and don't be in the company of social pressure. You should be very straightforward and honest for yourself. You need not answer anyone for your preparation, but be honest to yourself. That is very important. And at least have a mentor or trust any teacher or your senior in your college, someone who actually tell you your mistakes. You may, throughout your life, you may go alone, but sometimes you need a mentor for civil services preparation. If you find him or her, it is far better. That's an important thing. And what to read, how to read. The question is knowing what to read and how to read. The thing is, here again is a technique. If you open a newspaper, there are many unnecessary things which will get your attention. You will get attracted to. First of all, you should judge what is necessary and what is unnecessary. To discriminate what is necessary and unnecessary, you need to have exact motive of the exam. See, from last 10 to 20 years, when you see the questions, you will understand actually the pattern of the exam. Once you understand the pattern of exam, you will know where to stop your preparation. Don't indulge into political affairs. Don't indulge into complete political commentaries, but go with constructive issues useful for the exam, and develop your opinion on it. That is very important. And handwriting, I told you already, handwriting need not be very beautiful, but it should be legible enough. So any person should understand it should be legible enough. Handwriting should be legible enough. Any simple question, handwriting should be legible enough. Need not be very beautiful, very fantastic. But the person who is correcting your answer sheet should understand your handwriting clearly. And time management is also very important. See, in 3 hours exam, how to manage the time, how to divide the time. Don't consider the exam in full length. Break the time. Half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. So try to reach the target for every half an hour. That is very important. That is very important. Is coaching is a must, or can you do self-study? I cannot say you cannot do without coaching. You can do it, but you need more vigor and willpower. Coaching will expedite your process. Coaching will speed up your process. While taking coaching, you will come across, at least you know the syllabus. You will come across many friends who are actually preparing. You can come across like-minded people. So here you should be very cautious. In civil services, you have not come here to make new friends, but like-minded friends who are actually approaching the exam with a positive mind. If you get such a group, it is well and good. If you don't get, even it is well and good. But don't be in a company of the people who actually revolves around the exam but never prepare for the exam properly. Don't be in the company of the people who actually revolves around the exam but never prepare for the exam properly. This is the most important thing. This is a demotivating factor. And continuously test yourself, review yourself. So every 2 days conduct a test for yourself, whether you are reaching to the target or not. That is very important. You should have time-bound schedules. That's very useful thing for preparation in civil services exam.